హలో స్టూడెంట్స్. సో ఇంతవరకు మనము ఫోటోసింథసిస్ అనే టాపిక్ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసినాం, రైట్? అప్ టు దిస్ వీఆర్ డిస్కస్డ్ అబౌట్ ఫోటోసింథసిస్ టాపిక్. సో ఈరోజు మనము టుడే ఇన్ దిస్ టాపిక్ వీఆర్ డిస్కస్డ్ అబౌట్ రెస్పిరేషన్ ప్రాసెస్. సో బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ దట్, సో ప్లాంట్ సెల్లో ఏం జరిగింది అంటే ఇట్ కంటైన్స్ న్యూక్లియస్ అండ్ క్లోరోప్లాస్ట్. ఇన్ దిస్ క్లోరోప్లాస్ట్ photosynthesis is occur. Photosynthesis, this is the chloroplast, and this one the membrane structures called as thylakoid. Each thylakoid, so it occurs on thylakoid membrane. It occurs light reactions. During light reaction assimilatory power is formed, right? That by using that assimilatory power in the stroma glucose is formed. In stroma, right? That glucose is present now in the cytosol. That glucose enter into glycolysis process, that is respiration process. So these glucose undergoes oxidation processes. Those are called respiration reactions, right? So here see this, దీనిలో చూస్తే మనము ఈ గ్లూకోజ్ అనేది ఇక్కడ మనకు రెస్పిరేషన్ టూ టైప్స్, anaerobic respiration and also anaerobic respiration is there. So ఈ రెండిట్లో okay, right? Glucose convert into pyruvic acid. That pyruvic acid, if oxygen is available to that pyruvic acid, then it undergoes aerobic respiration. If there is no oxygen, there is no availability of oxygen to this pyruvic acid, then it enter into fermentation processes, right? In aerobic respiration it enter into Krebs cycle. End products of that Krebs cycle is CO2 and H2O. But here in anaerobic respiration there is no oxygen, so that pyruvic acid undergoes fermentation process to form alcohol. So in this picture, glucose convert into pyruvic acid. This process is called glycolysis. So glycolysis is a common pathway in between aerobic and anaerobic respirations. ఏరోబిక్లో జరుగుతుంది, ఎనరోబిక్లో, రెండింటిలో కూడా కామన్గా జరిగే పాత్వే ఏంటంటే గ్లూకోజ్ అనేది పైరువిక్ యాసిడ్గా కన్వర్ట్ కావడం. ఈ ప్రాసెస్ మనం ఏమంటున్నాం? గ్లైకోలైసిస్. సో గ్లైకోలైసిస్ ఈజ్ ఏ కామన్ పాత్వే ఇన్ ఏరోబిక్ అండ్ ఎనరోబిక్ రెస్పిరేషన్స్, రైట్? లెట్ us discuss about glycolysis, right? So glycolysis means glyco means glucose, lysis means splitting. So it is a Greek word. Glycose means sugar, lysis means splitting. So glucose enter into the glycolysis process. It is a partial oxidation process occur in the cytosol, right? So these steps of glycolysis elaborated by three scientists, Emden, Meyerhof and Paranas. So that this pathway also called as EMP pathway. Emden, Meyerhof and Paranas. Right? So here during photosynthesis sucrose is formed in plant cytosol. That sucrose converted into glucose and fructose in the presence of the enzyme invertase. So glucose and fructose both are formed in the presence of the enzyme invertase from sucrose. Cytosol లో sucrose అనేది గ్లూకోజ్ మరియు ఫ్రక్టోజ్ గా కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది. So this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme invertase. Now these glucose and fructose enters into glycolysis in cytosol. So according this, it occurs in the cytosol. Glycolysis occurs in cytosol. Glucose molecule converted into whatever it may be, two molecules of pyruvic acid. Glucose converted into two molecules of pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid is a 3-carbon compound, right? So there is no oxygen used. There is no utilization of oxygen in this glycolysis process, and also there is no evolved CO2. So oxygen utilize కావడం లేదు, అదే విధంగా CO2 కూడా evolve కావడం లేదు, అంటే బయటికి రిలీజ్ కావడం లేదు ఈ రియాక్షన్స్లో. సో నెట్ గెయిన్ ఆఫ్ glycolysis pathway is 2NADH2 and 2 ATP molecules. That is net gain of NADH2 and ATP. Net gain of glycolysis is 2 NADH2 and also 2 ATPs. So it is a common pathway both aerobic and anaerobic respirations. Glycolysis is a common pathway in aerobic respiration and also anaerobic respirations. So in this glycolysis, end product is pyruvic acid, end product is pyruvic acid. If oxygen is available to that pyruvic acid, it enter into aerobic respirations. If there is no oxygen availability to this pyruvic acid, it enter into fermentation processes, right? గ్లైకాలసిస్ ప్రాసెస్లో ఏమేమి జరుగుతున్నాయో రియాక్షన్స్ ఒకసారి చూద్దాం. వాట్ ఇస్ ద సో లెట్ డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ ప్రాసెస్ ఆఫ్ గ్లైకోలైసిస్. వాట్ ఆర్ ద రియాక్షన్స్ అక్కర్ ఇన్ గ్లైకోలైసిస్ టు ఫార్మ్ pyruvic acid from glucose? There are 10 reactions are there. So here in this respiration process there are 6 oxidation reactions are occur. 6 oxidation reactions are occur. Those are only 1 oxidation occur in glycolysis process. Remaining 5 are occur in matrix of mitochondria. Let us discuss one by one. So here initially glucose convert into glucose 6-phosphate. Glucose convert into glucose 6-phosphate in the process of phosphorylation reaction. In the process of phosphorylation reaction, it forms glucose 6-phosphate. In this reaction, 1 ATP is utilized. Here, phosphate donor is ATP. In this reaction, 1 ATP molecule is utilized. So it means glucose enter into phosphorylation reaction to form glucose 6-phosphate. In this reaction, 1 ATP molecule is utilized. And this reaction occur in the presence of the enzyme hexokinase. So this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme hexokinase, right? These glucose 6-phosphate, let us discuss. Glucose 6-phosphate convert into fructose 6-phosphate. These two are isomers. Glucose and fructose are isomers, so it is a isomerization process. Glucose 6-phosphate convert into fructose 6-phosphate. It is a isomerization reaction. This reaction is catalyzed by phosphohexoisomerase. The enzyme is phosphohexoisomerase. So enzyme is isomerase, act on phosphohexoisomerase. So glucose 6-phosphate దీని మీద ఇది పనిచేస్తుంది కాబట్టి దానికి phosphohexo 6 carbon compound, it contains phosphate, so that it is called as phosphohexoisomerase enzyme, right? In the next step, fructose 6-phosphate undergoes phosphorylation reaction. Fructose 6-phosphate undergoes a phosphorylation reaction to form fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. So in this reaction, phosphate donor is ATP. This reaction in this phosphate donor is ATP, is the phosphate donor, right? It is a phosphorylation reaction, and this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme phosphofructokinase enzyme. So enzyme is phosphofructokinase. And the next step, fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. ఇందాక మనం ఒకటి చెప్పినాం ఏంటి, ప్లాంట్స్లో sucrose convert into glucose and also fructose. So in the reaction lo glucose gaani fructose gaani, the reactions are same, steps are same, whatever it may be glucose or fructose, right? So here fructose 1,6-bisphosphate undergoes cleavage. Cleavage means splitting కావడం, right? So to form trioses. Here glucose is a 6 carbon compound, fructose also a 6 carbon compound. So here also 6 carbon compound. This 6 carbon compound fructose 1,6-bisphosphate convert into or undergoes cleavage to form 3 carbon compounds. Those are trioses. So one molecule of dihydroxyacetone phosphate and one molecule of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. One molecule of dihydroxyacetone phosphate and one molecule of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. It is also simply called as DHAP, dihydroxyacetone phosphate. So ఇక్కడ fructose 1,6-bisphosphate ఏమైంది, it undergoes cleavage అయ్యి 2 molecules స్ప్లిట్ అయిపోయింది. వన్ ఈజ్ డైహైడ్రాక్సియాస్టోన్ ఫాస్ఫేట్, గ్లిజరాల్డిహైడ్ 3-phosphate. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ 3 carbon కాంపౌండ్, అందులో వీటిని మనం ట్రయోజెస్ అని కూడా అనవచ్చు. అయితే ఇన్ ద నెక్స్ట్ స్టెప్ డైహైడ్రాక్సియాస్టోన్ ఫాస్ఫేట్ కెనాట్ ఎంటర్ ఇన్ టు ద సబ్సిక్వెంట్ రియాక్షన్స్. ఈ డిహెచ్ఏపి నెక్స్ట్ రియాక్షన్లోకి వెళ్ళలేదు. So it cannot enter into the subsequent reaction, so that these dihydroxyacetone phosphate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, these two are isomers. So dihydroxyacetone phosphate undergoes isomerization process to form glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. So already reaction లో fructose 1,6-phosphate నుంచి ఒక glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is formed. So again another molecule, another glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is formed from dihydroxyacetone phosphate in the reaction, in the process of isomerization, right? So there are two glyceraldehyde 3-phosphates are formed, right? Let us discuss one by one. This glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate fructose 1,6-bisphosphate అనేది, సో ఈ రియాక్షన్ ఈజ్ catalyzed by the enzyme aldolase. Enzyme is aldolase. So fructose 1,6-bisphosphate undergoes cleavage to form dihydroxyacetone phosphate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate in the presence of the enzyme aldolase. And then glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, here glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate undergoes oxidation reaction. So to form 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid, 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid, it is the only one oxidation reaction occurring glycolysis, only one reaction occurring glycolysis, right? In between glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and also 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid, right? Only ఒక ఆక్సిడేషన్ రియాక్షన్ మాత్రమే జరుగుతుంది ఈ రెండింటి మధ్య. సో ఇన్ దిస్ రియాక్షన్ one inorganic phosphate is enter into the reaction, one inorganic phosphate enter into the reaction from cytosol, and it is a oxidation process, so that protons are removed from the substrate, that protons are taken by NAD, it convert into NADH plus H plus, right? This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme dehydrogenase, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase. సో సబ్స్ట్రేట్తో కలిపి మనం ఇక్కడ ఎంజైమ్స్ నేమ్ అనేది ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది, G3P dehydrogenase, రైట్? నెక్స్ట్ 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid, 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid undergoes dephosphorylation reaction. D means removal. What is removed? Phosphate is removed from the substrate. So 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid నుండి ఒక phosphate remove అయింది. So it is a 3-carbon compound. So first carbon వద్ద ఉన్నటువంటి phosphate is removed from the substrate. That phosphate is taken by ADP and form ATP is formed. So in this reaction one ATP is formed. This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme phosphoglycerokinase. So 1,3-bisphosphoglyceric acid undergoes dephosphorylation reaction. D means removal of phosphate from the substrate. So in this reaction one ATP is formed. This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme phosphoglycerokinase. ఒక గుర్తు ఏంటంటే ఎక్కడ ATP ఉంటుందో అక్కడ కైనేజ్ ఉంటుంది. Wherever ATP is present there is kinase enzyme, right? In the next reaction 3-phosphoglyceric acid undergoes intramolecular shift. Within molecules are shifted. It is one type of isomerization reaction. So here 3-phosphoglyceric acid, so third carbon వద్ద ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ phosphate 2 carbon వద్దకు అతుకుంటుంది. So it is changed, phosphate place is changed from third carbon to second carbon, right? Third carbon నుంచి second carbon కు దాని యొక్క ప్లేస్ చేంజ్ అయింది, రైట్? సో 3-phosphoglyceric acid undergoes intramolecular shift to form 2-phosphoglyceric acid. This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme phosphoglyceromutase, రైట్? సులభంగా అర్థం చేసుకోవచ్చు, రైట్? దెన్ 2-phosphoglyceric acid it undergoes dehydration process. D means removal. Hydration means water molecule. So water molecule is removed from the substrate and formed phosphoenol pyruvic acid. Simply it is also called as PEP, phosphoenol pyruvic acid. ఎలా ఫామ్ అయింది? సో 2-phosphoglyceric acid undergoes dehydration process. It means removal of one water molecule from the substrate. It converts into phosphoenol pyruvic acid. This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme enolase. So enolase enzyme సమక్షంలో ఈ రియాక్షన్ జరుగుతుంది. సో ఇక్కడ నెక్స్ట్ దిస్ PEP phosphoenol pyruvic acid undergoes dephosphorylation reactions. D means removal. Phosphorylation, phosphate is removed from the substrate. So phosphoenol pyruvic acid undergoes dephosphorylation reaction to form pyruvic acid. In this process, in this reaction, one ATP is added. One ATP is formed. సో ఫాస్ఫోయినాల్ పైరువిక్ యాసిడ్ నుండి ఒక ఫాస్ఫేట్ రిమూవ్ అయింది, డీఫాస్ఫారిలేషన్ ప్రాసెస్. సో వన్ ఫాస్ఫేట్ ఈజ్ రిమూవ్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద సబ్స్ట్రేట్. దట్ ఫాస్ఫేట్ ఈజ్ టేకన్ బై NAD అండ్ కన్వర్ట్ ఇంటూ ATP. So finally pyruvic acid is formed. It is a end product. It is the end product of the glycolysis process. Okay, ఒకసారి చూద్దాం ఇది. When one glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, only one glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate enter into the subsequent reactions, then what will be happen? One oxidation process is there and dephosphorylation reactions are occur. It means one NADH2 and ATP. One NADH2 two ATPs are formed. When one glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate enter into the subsequent reactions, one NADH2 is formed and two ATPs are formed. Here, see here, DHAP cannot directly enter into the subsequent reactions. It convert into again glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and it enter into the subsequent reactions. It means these reactions again occur second time also, right? So it means when these two glyceraldehyde 3-phosphates enter into the subsequent reactions, totally 2 NADH2s and 4 ATPs are formed. సో ఇక్కడ 4 ATPs అనేవి ఫామ్ అయినాయి. ఈ 4 ATPsలో ఆల్రెడీ 1 ATP ఈజ్ యూటిలైజ్డ్ ఫస్ట్ రియాక్షన్ అండ్ ఆల్సో థర్డ్ రియాక్షన్. 2 ATPs ఆర్ యూటిలైజ్డ్. ఇక్కడ 1 ATPs ఆర్ యూటిలైజ్డ్. సో 2 ATPs ఆర్ యూటిలైజ్డ్. సో నెట్ ATPs ఎన్ని? 2 ATP is net gain. ATPs are 2 in the glycolysis process. And finally 2 pyruvic acids are formed. ఒకటేమో glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate నుండి ఒక డైరెక్ట్గా pyruvic acid ఫామ్ అయింది అండ్ అగైన్ dihydroxyacetone phosphate convert into G3P and enter into the subsequent reactions and again formed another pyruvic acid. So finally 2 pyruvic acids are formed. So net gain 2 pyruvic acids. This is the end product of the glycolysis. 2 NADH2, 2 ATP and 2 pyruvic acids are formed. ఈ NADH2 అనేది మైటోకాండ్రియా మ్యాట్రిక్స్లో ఇట్ ఎంటర్ ఇంటూ ద ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ సిస్టమ్ అండ్ 2 pyruvic acids convert into mitochondria matrix. They migrates to mitochondria matrix from the cytosol. Now pyruvic acid is present in the cytosol. That pyruvic acid moves towards mitochondria matrix. So in our next topic, that is how pyruvic acid convert into acetyl coenzyme A. That acetyl coenzyme A enter into the Krebs cycle. So let us discuss in our next topic. So next topic లో Krebs cycle గురించి మనము డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం.